But it's time to tip because the footy starts tomorrow. Do you know I was asked to toss the coin at the opening game tomorrow night, Adelaide versus Geelong at Adelaide Oval?
I'm so mad at you for doing other things and taking interest in other things outside of the football podcast.
I'm so mad that my joke to that was you should do it on FaceTime. Got 0 reacts in the Slack channel.
Well, because the other day, I said
funny.
the funniest joke, Marnie, and you shot me down like the Red Baron in World War One.
I actually made a TikTok about it and then I was like, that's too mean.
Nah, be mean. He can take it.
It was just so funny that
I wrote a joke because the gun guys came into the G with their guns, and then I said, I've been getting in with 2 guns for years. Silence. Silence.
And also...
Crickets.
Also, the chat was so active before you made that. So everyone's talking away and then Broden makes his joke and no one says anything. So Pat's waving his arms because Paddy did a react. He was the only one that reacted.
Which is worse than silence. So then now a half hour goes past and I think I'm just going to make sure that everyone knows I did a joke. So I said the joke here is I have big, strong arms.
Yeah.
Silence again. And then old Quill over here comes in with it's a funny joke. And I felt the size I felt 2 foot tall. You fucks.
I laughed so hard.
I want to see this TikTok. You got it in the drafts?
Yeah.
Hit send.
It's just me making fun of no one responding to Broden.
That's great. You can take it, right, bro? You sold 10,000 tickets to your comedy festival show, you know? You're not worried about what little Marnie thinks.
Hey.
Of course I do. Now put it up. Okay. And I'll put my own up.
Okay.
Fuck Marnie.
Broden Kelly
Not funny. Oh yeah. I'll do a whole sketch where I'm wearing a blonde wig with an award. That'll be great. No, I won't do that. I don't have time. Some people were suggesting also, I just want to say very quickly, that the Helen Garner video didn't have video because she outbenched me. No, that's not true.
No,
that's because we were weightlifting, yes.
Yeah.
But I cleared Helen by a substantial amount.
I don't think I remember to put the disclaimer into the YouTube description as to why there was no video, so that's probably my fault completely.
Well, we were down at Jets and we were bench pressing. The first game is Thursday night at 10th of April. Gather Round begins 7:40 at Adelaide Oval. The Crows taking on the Cats, which is a great game. Mind-boggling that people are going Crows 77% are tipping Crows at home. No chance. Cats win this.
Oh, I'm tipping Crows.
You're crazy,
You're
Broden.
mad.
You're insane.
Why?
Crows are like the informed team in the competition, mate.
Now you're doing some comedy.
Yeah. No, they're really, really good and they play way, way better at home. And Geelong like playing at home too and they won't be at home. And they'll have the whole of South Australia behind them for Gather Round.
I reckon Geelong come over there tomorrow night. There's going to be fireworks and some sort of Australian band who didn't really crack through internationally doing a corporate gig on the ground. Sorry, whoever it ends up being, if you're a friend. And they're going to ruin the weekend for Adelaide people. They are going to win by 60 points. It's never going to be close. Crows will get it back in the third quarter to about 18 points and Cats will just be in front all night.
This is why you are so bad at tipping.
Oh, I'm so annoyed because for the last 2 rounds, I've only had one wrong every week, but I haven't been putting them in.
If Crows do win,
we'll get a tattoo. No.
The comments will be, oh, yeah, umpires trying to level it out, get them,
So here's the last 3 results, Broden. 90-85, Geelong won. 77-96, Geelong won, and 98-72, Geelong won.
Yeah,
so they've won the last 3.
The
but
big
by
context is who?
Yeah, but by 5-20. So it won't be a blowout, and Adelaide are way better this year.
I think they will win by 80.
Yeah, I think that's...
60-80.
Very
20-80. 10-80. Just covering my bases.
Okay. I mean, Adelaide could, they're the sort of young team that are up and about and they definitely can lose some winnable ones, so they might lose for sure.
But after a big week of an emotional game like last week, I think that kind of emotionally burns you.
Sure.
Are you tipping Adelaide, though?
I am.
And you're tipping Adelaide?
Yeah, Adelaide by 17.
And then Friday night, the second night of Gather Round, all the way over in Adelaide, at Adelaide Oval, Collingwood versus Sydney. This is a good rivalry, I think, these two teams. In the last few years, a lot of finals around thereabouts. Obviously, Collingwood not last year. They didn't even show up to the finals. But the year before, I think Collingwood got eliminated by Sydney in 2022,
Yeah, right.
weren't they?
I can't remember.
23?
Yeah, by 1 point.
Yep.
1 point. Wow, brutal.
So there's a nice rivalry here. Swans got back into some nice form recently. On Sunday, quick turnaround, by the way. And Pies are in firing form. They are missing 2 key players, though, in Jordan DeGoey and a little bloke I like to call, someone put it in the chat, 2 big names got taken out.
I don't remember.
DeGoey and someone will say it to me.
Yeah, just continue on and we'll work it out.
I'm tipping Collingwood.
I'm tipping Sydney.
I'm tipping Sydney. Yeah, I can't see them losing this. They're back.
Good.
They're back,
And I was
baby.
just very happy with me tipping Sydney over North.
Mate,
Yeah, and
You
which is so
losers.
obvious in retrospect. Yes, that makes so much sense. Absolutely.
The next game is North versus Suns.
I think Sun should be able to get this done, don't you think?
Lockie Schultz is
Oh,
out.
Schultz is out.
Schultz and DeGoey are out.
I loved that he got best on ground against Carlton. That's who they played last. Because he only had like 17 touches or whatever it was. Like, I love that they didn't just look at the stat sheet and were like, oh, well, let's give it to
Yeah.
Dacos. Like, I
Potentially
love that they actually watched properly and like who impacted this game the most.
Potentially his first good game for the
Yeah.
Pies.
I think he's been playing really good this year, actually. Like, yeah.
Tell me
Just
how it is.
Overall, playing a lot better this year.
North, 7% people tipping it against the firing Suns, who have not lost and will not lose this
Ooh,
year.
that's exciting.
This is a danger game.
Barossa Park. Barossa Park.
Yeah, this is going to be so much fun, but
This
we
is
could
the-
lose this.
This would be the game to go to as well.
Yeah, this is what I was desperate to go over for, but what do? You've forsaken me.
You gotta get out of here, the interview room. You won't let me go here.
Yeah, you like, Tom, you riding my coattails for too long. So this year I'm going to do a comedy festival show, and you can stay in Melbourne.
I offered for both of you to toss the coin, and they said no.
What?
Of course. Imagine they sent me to toss a coin on
It's-
Friday night.
Please welcome Tom
Some dude.
in a silk shirt. It's Tom.
That would be insane if
That would
they
be so
accepted that. I like
funny.
that you put it out there, but that's insane.
So maybe Tom. Suns, I'm tipping.
Yeah, Suns.
Yes, Suns.
The game of the round.
Is this our
For
game?
Broden.
The game of the round.
Are you ready? Knock, knock.
Who? Owen, come in.
Let me do my joke.
Who is there?
Owen.
Owen who?
0-5 is what you're going to be after this game.
Ooh.
But
This
we're
is
talking
Carlton
about
West
Carlton
Coast.
West
though.
Oh, I said this is our game.
Well, it's our game in that I'm passionate about Carlton winning now for
Yeah.
personal reasons of Michael Voss related.
It's so funny you had him in the top 4.
I don't
so
think
confident.
I don't think it's ever coming out.
No.
I'm so happy that I put Melbourne in my bottom 4 and Carlton out of my 8. I'm so
Yeah.
smart.
Who are your fucking top 4s then?
I don't know. Do you want to do? I can pull up the ladder. predictors
I
if you want.
had Sydney, GWS, Collingwood, and Fremantle.
Okay.
I don't think I've actually made the ladder predictor Google sheet yet, but I
No,
will.
but who is your ladder?
I had Brisbane, Geelong, Sydney, GWS.
Brisbane.
Oh,
Geelong,
there's no way I
Sydney,
didn't have Brizzy in my top
Yeah.
4. Oh, maybe no, I didn't. I think I had them like 7th.
I'm tipping, by the way, I'm going to tip Carlton to win.
Oh, I'm just going to tip West Coast because funny.
Funny. I think Carlton should get this done.
And then at 4:15, first time we're at Norwood Oval, the place with, it's a basketball court oval, one straight line boundary. Western Bulldogs taking on Brisbane Lions.
I think Doggies will get this done. That is my hot tip for the round. I think Brisbane's the obvious one, but they've just been a little bit off. Doggies have exceeded expectations. Yeah, they've played much better than I thought they would, and I don't know. I just feel like the Doggies, it's their time.
Did you see the lobster's gone from Rory Lobb's head and it now says woof woof on the side of his head?
Love that.
I love that too.
There's a lot of hair stuff. I'm jealous.
Well, I'm just confused because when you bleach your hair and you dye it colours, it fucks it so bad. Like, for me to be blonde, the amount of treatment that I have to put in it, and if you're constantly blonde, you are just stripping all your hair. How is his hair still there?
I bleached my hair once.
How'd it go?
No, never got it back.
That's what happened, huh?
I'm tipping Brisbane.
I was gonna tip Brisbane, but I love the story of Doggies winning this. You know what? Go Doggies.
Go Doggies.
Never tip with your heart, people. By the way, the D's will win this one Saturday night.
Knock knock. No.
Yeah, do it.
Knock knock.
1 second. I've got the ring light. Marnie.
How's it going?
I told you never to come around here. I got a gun.
Come on, we're going to the tattoo parlor.
I got it from the MCG. All right, let's go. Because Melbourne lost. I'm tipping Melbourne to win this.
I think Melbourne will win.
I think Melbourne's going to win as
Really?
well.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think the D's
I'm
are
going to
fucking
tip
awful.
Essendon because I think that just feels better. But I actually think Melbourne are going to win this one. Essendon, all teams coming off a bye, I feel like are rusty and don't usually get the win.
Yep.
And Essendon are going to be, I think, overconfident because they had that one win against Port Adelaide that was a horrible game.
Okay.
They're going to be overconfident whenever they go in as favourites. They play shabby.
Shabby.
I'm not confident at all.
Okay. Melbourne won't win, but I'm tipping them.
Melbourne's lost their last 5 and Essendon's won one of their last 5. So
It's the grand final preview.
yeah.
Neither of them have played.
No, like
isn't it 0-4 and
Yeah, no, it just
1 and
shows with
3?
the last 5, I think, even into last year, I think it does. Yeah. Just on the AFL website.
Cool.
and then another Barossa game, Richmond versus Fremantle, unwatchable game.
Yeah, this will be an awful game. Richmond just really have a lot of awful games.
Fremantle.
But I love watching Seth Campbell. Isn't he so fun?
Yeah.
I'll tip Fremantle.
Good stuff. And then Norwood again, St Kilda Giants. Oof. Going to be great. Giants.
Giants, I think, will win this.
Yeah, I think so as well, but I expect it to be close.
And yes, okay, I like that. They get coached well, Sanus, and they're in firing form.
There's a lot of fight and spirit going on there.
Fight and spirit, absolutely.
Also, in my ladder, I put them 10th, and the two of you were like, why did you put them so high? Well.
Yeah.
Who
showed us.
knows footy?
I'm eating
You
my
do.
humble pie. Saints are good, though. I don't want any Saints fans coming at me.
Yeah, GWS are just better. That's how the football
GWS are going to win the
works.
flag, mate. That's the truth of
They
it.
might.
And then it closes out with a whimper. Sunday night, Hawthorn versus Port.
A lot of people trying to build a lot of narrative into this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the talk on SEN.
Because in case everyone forgot, the Hinkley playing at Jack Ginnivan.
You're not
after
flying,
they,
mate.
Yeah, beat them in the final last year.
Hawthorn's going to...
Yes.
Hawthorn are not going to show no mercy.
Yes.
They're going to really... And he's going to... That's what we tip. Do you think Ginnivan will do a flying thing?
Oh, I would love it so much.
I think he
If
will.
can kick a goal.
Yeah,
I
if he
think-
kicks a goal. Oh my god, yeah. Okay, let's tip Guinea to kick a goal in his goal celebration to be playing.
I reckon it's like 95% it's going to happen.
Yeah, okay.
I reckon this is a danger game for us because it's at 7:20 on Sunday, which is when we usually start recording our podcast just about. And I reckon Port could show a bit.
Well,
Especially if Hawthorn are too fired up and come in with too much agenda.
Is a danger game for us for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be 9 o'clock, wrap up the podcast, and it's like five points in it, you know?
Oh, yeah. That'll be great. Well, that's going to be a fun week. I hope if you are going over, you have a wonderful time. Send us photos of Villies. Send us photos of Farmers Union iced coffee. Maybe send us photos of Haig's chocolate, the big balls. Don't just send us any big balls. I'm talking about the Rundle Mall balls. Adelaide Oval. If you go to the other oval, send us photos of that.
If you see Aaron Phillips, say, love your work.
Yeah. Hi, Aaron Phillips. Does Aaron still live over there?
Yeah.
Yep, that's great. Home for the weekend. That'll be good. Same if you see Mark Rashudo, say hi to Mark Rashudo. That'll be great. Have a great time, everyone. And if you're watching on the telly, I hope you enjoy it. And if you're coming to my show this weekend, thanks for coming. And if you're being Tom, have a great Tom.
Thanks so much.
And
mate.
if you're Marnie, have a great Marnie.
This is my last podcast episode of me in my 20s.
Yeah.
Oh,
Happy
Marnie's
birthday,
birthday on Saturday.
I'm going to be
Happy
joining you
birthday.
two being so old.
If you can, do me a favour and reach out to Marnie on her socials and go, happy birthday, Marnie. Marnie is turning 40 this weekend and leaving her 30s. Are you excited to be leaving your 20s?
Yes, I'm so excited. I feel like everyone just talks about how you're a lot more self-assured when you're in your 30s. And
I
don't
love
know,
my
you
30s.
Yeah, everyone seems to just have a better time in their 30s. My sister's in her 30s, so I get to join her.
Yeah, you can be like the Golden Girls.
Well, Carrie Bradshaw was 32 in season 1 of Sex and the City.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's actually crazy.
My life is just beginning.
No.
See you later, suckers.
Are you like your 30s?
I don't. Well, I mean, Marnie said that you're more self-assured, and I'm not sure about that. I think I'm more anxious now than I ever have been.
Yeah, but
You
you
know
have
the
two
things you
small
like.
children.
Yeah, that's true. So I should. That's probably why I'm anxious. Yeah.
That'll do it.
You're a different kind of person.
But when they're 30,
Yeah,
you'll be
then I'll be
self-assured.
stoked. Yeah, 100%.
I do footy and do comedy. That's all I do in my 30s.
Yeah, me too, pretty much, actually, at this point.
Thanks so much, everyone. Enjoy the games this weekend. Cheers, Marnie.
Cheers.
Cheers, Tom.
Did we lock in what the bet is?
A tattoo.
Great.
Tattoo. Well, yeah, it'll be a plane or it'll be a
Your
teardrop.
fucking face.
I would not make you do that. I don't want that. I do. But no, I don't want that. Enjoy the week, everyone. Bounce that pill.